Hey guys, PrinceofMacedon here, and I'm doing a commentary video for Rome Total War. This is an 8-player free-for-all, and this is not live, obviously. And the rules were 10,000 denarii, CWB rules, and you can only max out, you had to max out at 4 units total. And it's last man standing, being fought on the Macedonian Ruins. So here's my army. I chose the Greek city-states. Let's go show the other armies. This is DDR's Parthian army. It's 3 cataphract camels and a Persian cav unit. See, over here, we have the SCIPII army of Alpha K9. And he has one of his units hidden in those trees right there. I wish there was a mini-map for these replays in Rome Total War, but there isn't one. This is the army of Barbarian Warlords using Germania. Very brave move, using Germania in a free-for-all. They're great in a 1 versus 1, depending on the faction you're versing. But in a free-for-all, where almost every faction can own Germania, a very brave decision. This is the Scythian army of Gamma 6, and he broke the rules, so he's going to retreat his army. And he's going to leave the game. Although some of his units will stay here. See if I can find the other armies here. This is the Armenian army of Tribius Timbini. And if I leave out any armies, my apologies. Here's the SPQR army of Ops FTW. And where is that JULII army at?
The enemy general is killed! Fear makes a home in our enemies' hearts!
Somebody lost their general. And here's the JULII army of MOGAR. So MOGAR and this other guy both brought 4 units of urban cohorts. So let me go see what happened over here with the Scythian player.
Filled the enemy general with fear. Now he flees the field like a coward.
Yeah, it's a little bit difficult when you don't have. Okay, this is what happened. This Armenian player and also the Germanic player went after these Scythian units here. So Armenia's army, or Armenia's general still alive. Let's go see if Germania's general is still alive. Can't even see anything. It's too far from my army. Well, I'm assuming, I guess Germania lost his general. Because he's not here. Wait. Yeah, this is the general unit here. So yeah, in the pursuit of Scythia, Germania lost his general. Pretty funny. But for the most part, Scythia is now computer controlled. And SPQR is moving back over here towards the JULII. And I am moving uphill against the Parthians, who had the SCIPII behind him. See this? Sorry, it's really hard without the mini-map. So the Parthians and the SCIPII are going at it. And I'm bringing up my troops up here. This guy had this Persian cav trying to oppose me, so I'm going to send my general's armored bodyguard to get them away from my army.
The enemy general is killed. Fear makes a home in our enemies' hearts.
So I'm moving uphill, and Parthia just lost their general. And you can see the SCIPII didn't lose too many men against the Parthians. And I'm going to give up pursuing that Persian cav unit as I get shot from behind. But it's not going to touch my guys. I mean, it will, but it'll just bounce off my hit points there. So now I'm going to fight uphill against the SCIPII. Let's see what kind of damage Parthia did. He lost 8 urbans in this unit. He lost 1 in this unit, and 6 in that unit. And he lost, like, a horse. So it's pretty minimal damage when this guy took on the Parthians. And there's one more Parthian unit back there. It's the Persian cav unit. So I'm trying to outmaneuver those the SCIPII troops over there. See, I could show you the live footage, but I forgot to turn my microphone on. So I didn't want to show the live footage with me adding commentary after the fact. You know, I guess I could have done that. Ah, too late. I've already started this. So yeah, I'm gonna move up here, and I knew I was gonna get hit by those Pila. See that? So just right there, I lost what, 3 guys in that Spartan unit. But I'm gonna try to get around those Urbans, and I'm gonna shot again by more Pila, I believe. Bam! Oh, you know, actually, didn't take any damage with that shot of Pila. Get some of that. Got the spears down. So I got my general coming around this way. Excuse me. And while this is going on, the JULII and the SPQR are just kind of looking at each other. So this guy's trying to chase my bodyguard unit around. And without the cat support, I'm going to get my Spartans to go one-on-one against Urbans. But he brought his cav back in time, and he's going to do some rear charges on my Spartans. But these guys were able to ward him off a little bit. So we're kind of rear charging each other here. Look at that dude who just flew in the back over here. That's super Gerard Butler right there. So we got this furious fight going on back here. And there's my general, by the way. I put my general on foot. I was afraid I'd lose my general's bodyguard. So I just put him on in with the Spartans over there. Here comes another rear charge from both of us. I don't think he has enough cav to be rear charging my Spartans anymore. And he actually gets stuck in this time, see that? And there were a few times in this battle where I had a hard time taking my general's bodyguard out of the enemy infantry, even though I was telling them not to be there. So finally, I make some headway into those Urbans. And the Persian Cav's still alive, and they're going to go for this easy kill against the Praetorians of SCIPII. See that? So as I route the SCIPII infantry, I see these guys going at it. So I'm going to send in all my Spartans and my general's bodyguard to join in on this ruckus over here. There's the SCIPII general. And here come my Spartans.
The enemy army is in flight. Pursue them. Drive them from the battlefield.
So I'm going to go for an assassination attempt on the SCIPII general here. Do my guys get him? Does not appear that way. But so, Parthia and the SCIPII are no longer players on this battlefield.
The gods have filled the enemy general with fear. Now he flees the field like a coward.
So that's let's see if I can find the other players here. The SCIPII and sorry, the JULII and the other guy. Well, right now, Germania and Armenia are lighting up, and I think Armenia has a very easy time going up against Germania. Like Germania, they can take on Roman factions in a 1 versus 1. Unfortunately, he's going up against the Armenians, and Armenians absolutely slaughter Germanic factions in this game. So this is Tribius Timbini going up against Barbarian Warlord. This guy is the host, by the way, this Germanic player. And he stands absolutely no chance against that Cataphract army. Cataphract with a horse archer support unit. Now, where would those JULII be? I think they're above this hill. Or beyond this hill. Yeah, here it is. These guys are trash-talking each other, I believe, during the game. MOGAR was on that hill, and this guy was taunting him to come off the hill. This is Ops FTW, and the other guy is MOGAR. Yeah, they had the exact same army. So let's get back to my side of the battlefield. Actually, let's show these guys. Let's show the Armenia fight, since I'm not fighting anymore. I already did my fight. And somewhere on this battlefield, the AI still has the Scythian, has 1 or 2 Scythian units left. So Barbarian Warlord, he's got his this cav unit still. It's very depleted, and Tribius is trying his best to get rid of it. Meanwhile, these horse archers are just shooting at point blank at these spear warbands of Germania. Probably should have retreated those horse archers there. But, you know, he didn't really lose. He only lost 1 horse there, so no biggie. That happens sometimes, guys. But yeah, these spear warbands don't really stand a chance. If this guy wanted to, this Armenian player, he could just charge from all sides. And the spear warbands, they can't really, they don't really have the morale to stand up to all those cataphracts. I mean, these aren't exactly Spartans or armored hoplites. Their morale will break, like, really fast. It wasn't really the greatest of charges. Like, if you're gonna go in it, don't half-ass it. Just go in from all sides.
We're being attacked.
So I believe at this point, this guy's gonna form a 2-sided kind of a noob square, somewhat. But again, with the Germanic warband, it's not really gonna be effective. I mean, it's effective here because this Armenian player is somewhat timid. But yeah, these guys really wouldn't stand a chance against a determined cataphract charge. And you can see my army in the background. Right now I'm resting my troops up. Namely my my general's bodyguard unit. Because he did a lot of running during the battle. But I am heading towards Germania and Armenia. My guys are pretty, they're somewhat depleted. This one's down by 10 Spartans. This one is down by, what, 34? Or sorry, 24. My general's army bodyguard lost a lot of guys, though. And this one's down by 17. So I lost a significant amount of troops fighting the SCIPII. And this guy's still biding his time here.
They're attacking us.
They are, aren't they? So let's go ahead and show you the JULII and SPQR. Let's see if they're still looking at each other. Oh no, now they're going at it. I remember watching this battle from afar. The JULII player had the height advantage, so he was able to toss his Pila much sooner than the SPQR. And as a result, the JULII went into this fight with a pretty good advantage in numbers. And since they didn't even try to outmaneuver each other in it's a straight up charge fight here, it's all about the numbers now. And the JULII have the numbers to win this fight. Like, each of these players did have a reserve unit. I don't know if you remember earlier in the video when I showed they had 1 urban apiece behind the 3 units in front. So that was the reserve unit, but they didn't really use it in a reserve capacity. So straight up, get some brawl here. But yeah, in a fight with equal amount of, with equal troops, you want to use maneuver. I mean, you always want to use maneuver. All right, here's some troops over here. Looks like they're going to come around. 17 urbans are here. But yeah, it's pretty much a foregone conclusion what's going to happen. But I'll come back and tell you what happens. Let's see. I am inching my way closer towards the Armenia-Germania fight. So here's my army. I'm still pretty far. But yeah, this guy's... He's still sitting here. I don't know why this guy didn't just go in for a charge here. I mean, these guys would absolutely destroy these phalanx posers here. So, I get this idea. I'm going to try to relieve the pressure on Germania. So I'm going to send in my cav unit. These guys. I'm going to try to rear charge these horse archers. I was hoping they weren't that they didn't see me. But my hopes were that, you know, I could pull my guys out in time. So here goes my general's bodyguard. He's still not moving with his cataphracts. So I'm going to come in and let's see at what point the cataphracts do see me there. Now they see me. It's too late. So actually, I'm actually pulling my guys out right now, but they do not want to pull out. And by then it's too late. Because those guys, the horse archers, they were exhausted. I thought they would have broken. So my guys break. And the Germanic players see this as an opportunity to charge these cataphracts here. And he does not activate his phalanx in time. Not that it matters, but as I said, those guys were screwed anyways. They're just Germanic warbands.
Pursue them! Drive them from the battlefield!
Like, Armenia could have done this, like, 5 minutes ago. It would have been the same outcome. Luckily, my bodyguard units did come back, but they lost, like, half their numbers in that charge back there. So, I'm going to pull up my Spartans. I'm going to try to pick a fight with these cataphracts over here. Even at this point, these cataphracts, they would still own me if this guy knew what he was doing. But a lot of people, they go online and go, oh my gosh, Spartans are so OP. Well, not in 10k. And not in this situation where these cataphracts have very significant numbers to just destroy my Spartans. But the mere presence of Spartans will intimidate some people. So this guy's going to walk away from me. And let's go show you what happened to the JULII SPQR fight. Those guys spent the longest time looking at each other, and you know what they do? They break off contact. 2 urbans survived this battle of the JULII, which is strange, but I thought they were going to destroy these SPQR troops, but something happened. I mean, both of these guys came out in pretty bad shape, but they decided not to fight each other anymore. So they're going to wander off. Oh, and here's the AI-controlled Scythian unit now. These are Scythian noble archers, and they are doing absolutely no damage right now. Like, they're shooting, but it's not doing anything to these urbans. They're like, is that the rain or is those arrows? I can't really tell. I think the rain's a little bit deadlier than those arrows. So yeah, Armenia's walking away. They're walking towards the JULII, or maybe the SPQR. I don't know. But since they're walking away, I can't really catch them with my Spartans and my heavily depleted generals unit over there. So I'm just going to try to follow them alongside. You know, from this angle, it looks like we're teaming on it. That we're teaming, but we're obviously not. I'm just trying to. I'm trying to get on this piece of terrain here. So yeah, I can't force this guy to fight me with my lack of cav. I think I can fast forward this actually. Nothing's happening right now. Ba-ba-dum, ba-ba-dum. Alright, there's the Scythian unit right there. See it? That's the AI controlled Scythian unit. And the JULII are coming up the hill too. So now there's 4 factions on top of this hill. So I'm thinking, are they gonna try to team up on me because I'm using Spartans? And they're just intimidated by the name Spartan. So my idea here was to blitz these Armenian cataphracts, get rid of this guy, and then turn on the Romans and the Scythian unit here. So the AI is doing something funky back there with his exhausted noble archers. But I am going to come after these cataphracts here. So he goes into mace mode, I go to phalanx mode. Do I get any of them? Looks like I got one of them. So he's gonna bug out. He could have easily just pounced my Spartans from all sides too. And the JULII is walking around these ruins. AI is being the AI. And the SPQR player is marching over here. See him? Okay, so my Spartans get surrounded here. I'm gonna come in, try to relieve them. I do rout these horse archers. I can't pursue them though, because those cataphracts are in the way. So this guy pulls out his general. I'm gonna keep pursuing, and this guy's gonna try to chase my general's bodyguard. So yeah, I knew these guys would stop routing. Like, if I couldn't pursue them. Even though they were exhausted, I knew they would come back. So I'm still trying to chase these cataphracts. It's pretty hard when my only cav unit is this general's bodyguard that's depleted. I really can't force him into a fight. So yeah, the horse archers did come back there. These cataphracts are kind of, I don't know what they're doing. I'm just pursuing these cataphracts. JULII is looking at my troops now, and I was wondering what he was up to.
The enemy army is in flight. Pursue them. Drive them from the battlefield.
But while this cataphract was here, he plowed into those that Scythian unit. So yeah, he really wants my general's bodyguard unit. And I'm gonna get my cataphracts, or sorry, my Spartans back in here. Looks like I got, what, 2 horses there? Did I lose any Spartans? I don't see any Spartan bodies. I do see a general's bodyguard unit over here. So I lost a horse. So yeah, I have the JULII looking at me and the Armenians. And the SPQRs behind me now. So in my mind, I thought they were all going to team up just because I have a quote-unquote Spartan unit. Quote-unquote OP. I mean, in a limited DENARII battle, yeah, that's pretty OP. But not here. Dun, 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 dun. So this is the situation now. I'm pulling out, but I'm afraid they're gonna try to team up on me. And this guy sees these urbans heavily depleted, and he's thinking, hey, why not just charge them? So he's got his guys lined up here. And they're all pretty much in good shape, except for his horse archers, who are, I don't know, back there somewhere. So he's fully rested. This guy tossed us Impila. I was pretty amused by that. Look at that, he's losing horses. He could just charge right in there and destroy him. See, in this case, it's a little bit easier to charge your urbans because, well, they're heavily depleted. And you can charge them from either direction. With my army, he should have charged from the flanks. But yeah, this guy lost horses needlessly here. He should have just charged the very first, you know, opportunity he had. But these guys break immediately.
The gods be praised. The
So JULII loses his general.
His men know their doom. The enemy
general is
army is in flight.
The enemy
Pursue
general.
them.
The enemy
Drive
army.
them from the battlefield.
Yeah. So there's a JULII commander. He actually survives these cataphracts here. Like I guess they let him go or something. Like they poke him in the rear. And this guy sees my Spartans. He's like, "Oh no, not overpowered Spartans. Let's get away." SPQR is just sitting over here. So if no one's gonna get this general, I'm gonna send my guy to get him. And that's your cue, my friends. You should go out there and get rid of that general. Ba-ba-dum, bum, ba-ba-dum. So, we're on a general hunt here. And I remember correctly, if I remember correctly, my guys have a hard time taking this general down. Look, they just kind of coast into him. You go, "Hey, how's your day, man?" "Yeah, I heard about those cataphracts back there, huh?" Looks like my guys are escorting the general instead of killing him as they should have been doing. How embarrassing. There you go. Bam!
The gods be praised. The enemy
That didn't
general
take
is
forever.
dead. His men know their doom approaches.
Sorry guys, it's kind of early morning right now. Anyways, here's the new situation. I was a bit hesitant now to fight either faction because I was afraid I would get hit from the other side. I mean, look at this. If I fight either one, I can get pincered. And the SPQR moving in at me. But he was telling me, "Hey, we should team up against the Armenians." And I said yes, just to get him off my back. But it seemed like every move he made, it seemed like it was threatening my army. So I was going to get myself out of this position here. So I'm going to run over here to the side of the ruins. And my guys are in pretty good shape in terms of fatigue level. Should I fast forward this a little bit? Let's do it. Dun dun. Alright. I mean, this guy is asking to be charged. See this? Like, he really is just asking for it. Poor dude. So here comes the Armenians, finally. These guys are so ruined. Alright, here we go. For some reason, he sent his horse archers this way. I think it might have been the pathfinding. I think he meant to send the horse archers around the SCIPII flank. Sorry, the SPQR flank. Instead, he ran into my Spartans.
The enemy general flees. Press forward
So
that the
SPQR
spirit
goes
of his
down
army
hard.
is a broken tool.
Like instant disintegration there. This guy's trying to get away. So I'm going to throw my Spartans into the mix here.
The enemy army is in flight. Pursue them. Drive them from the battlefield.
And I'll let my general chase down these SPQR units here. Just because. And meanwhile, my Spartans do get caught out of position here. So I route his cataphract unit in the back. And I'm going to try to save my Spartans over here with a fake charge. With my general's bodyguard. So I lose those Spartans, unfortunately. It was bound to happen sooner or later. So yeah, ooh, look at all those dead Spartan bodies. That wasn't a very good exchange. And at this point, the oh wait, was it at this point? No, not now. So he's going for my general's bodyguard again. I mean, at this point, I don't really need that unit. They're so depleted that they're not really a factor anymore. So I'm going to keep chasing after those guys. Dun dun. But yeah, these are the only troops left. Spartans versus Cataphracts here. He's gonna come in here. So I got my gods as ready as can be. And okay, at this point, this guy says his units went haywire. The Armenian player, he says, "Oh gosh, my freaking units got messed up or something." Because this unit's just kind of sitting back here. See that? It's like, what is it doing? But yeah, we're gonna watch as this cataract just get destroyed right here. Pretty grotesque sight if you're an Armenian fan. Bam! Those guys bite it, and these guys just kind of sitting back here. And I asked him, you know, what are you doing? Because I'm just coming after him and killing him. And he said, yeah, he said like, you know, the AI control or something. I think he meant just like some kind of unit glitch or something. I don't know. But yeah, they're just gonna sit there and take it. If anything, they're pretty brave, I guess, those units. Arrgh.
The enemy show their true
So yeah, that was last man standing.
soldiers, only frightened rabbits running from our men.
You're gonna see the Armenian player does get the most kills. He was fighting Germania at the beginning though, and that was kind of an easy kill there. But it was last man standing, so the player with the last amount of troops standing is the winner. So victory to the Spartan contingent of the Greek city-states. Good game to everybody in this battle. Gamma 6, he left early because his he chose an illegal army. But whatevs. I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary video. I'll see you guys later.